Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to RuneScape. So, in between this episode and the last episode, I went and collected the necromantic focus from the Caradad dig site. I also collected all of the materials that I need for the quest. I'm keeping my archaeology journal just because it feels like we may need to teleport to the archaeology bench. Because I have all those materials, I probably need them to restore something. So it took me about an hour and a half, approximately. Death, I've been to Raziel's citadel. I think his vessel is a giant organ. What, like a heart or something? No, the musical kind. Interesting. Though not of immediate relevance, I shall muse upon this new information. In the meantime, I think it's time that you learned of another prior apprentice of Raziel's, the Demon Duke Orcus. Accept quest. I saw what being a student of Raziel meant for Necrovarius. Did that happen to Orcus too? Unfortunately, I'm not so familiar with Orcus' character, nor their fate. I find that hard to believe. You don't need to protect me from the truth. Alas, I am speaking it. What I do know is that Orcus was once a duke of the Zorosian Empire. I've had very little, shall we say, business when it came to Zorosians. Their beliefs meant it was rare for me to make an appearance at the time of their demise. Why is that? The vast majority of them believe they go to Erebus upon death, and so they do. My intervention is not required, nor, I imagine, would it be welcome. Wait, they have no afterlife? That I do not know. They do not, however, share in the one I lead souls towards. You said rarely. Indeed, Zorosians are not unanimous in their beliefs. Some still held on to core beliefs from their people were conquered by the Empire. Some converted to other beliefs later in life. And Orcus? A Zorosian loyalist and a Chthonian demon at that. Who could say his beliefs or his fate? It's lost to history, or perhaps is known by those who also lived back then. Oh, say like a Majoret. They're long-lived. That is where I was leading, in fact, yes. You know such a Majoret, not only familiar with Orcus, but also one who studies history, I believe. And one whom you also call a friend. Wahisatel, or rather, Dr. Nabanik these days. He took up Azanadra's old mantle and as a site manager over at the Caradad dig site. I believe there's remains of an Orcus cult there, too. Sounds like my best bet. And I suggest you discuss Orcus with this Dr. Nabanik friend of yours. Alright, so I will teleport here, and then I will teleport, I will use the desk here to teleport, so that worked out pretty well. I wasn't expecting to go through these quests so quickly, once we got to this point. So, I wasn't prepped with all of the necessary items to start this quest. Hey, Nabanik. Dr. Nabanik, can you tell me what happened to Orcus? I'm trying to learn what happened to him. Orcus, the necromancer. That's a blast from the past. What is your interest? Trying to become a necromancer myself in order to stop the plot of another necromancer named Raziel. Raziel? Never heard of them. I can tell you a bit about Orcus, though. It was a Chthonian duke, head of one of the old Empire's legions, and yes, as his name suggests, a necromancer of some repute. A cult built up around him, and apparently he was quite the whiz with necromantic incantations, and authored a lot of books on the subject. Point of fact, the team have discovered an artifact that might provide some insight. Necromantic focus. Perhaps you should excavate one. I've restored one of those. Ah, good. I should suggest then you take a restored one by Engelbert, head of research back at the archaeology campus. Okay, let's teleport there. I'm glad I did this already. Engelbert? Seth minus Madioc. Aziriel. Rengineer. Who am I looking for here? Wait, hold on. Just inside the exam center. Ah, over here. The exam center is this one. Head of research. Researcher. Examiner. Who am I looking for here? Examiner, professor. None of these are named... Wait, who am I looking for? Engelbert, the head of research. Oh, he doesn't have his name. Welcome! Engelbert, I was hoping to spin up an extra special research project. I need you to research a necromancer of old named Orcus. Orcus! Hey, that name rings a bell. Connected to Caradet, yes? What do you need? I was wondering what more team could glean from this necromancer's focus artifact. May I? Yes. Let me see. This book is titled the Orconomicron, the Book of Orcus, one presumes. Boring autobiography, teenage years, various wars, magical experimentation. Aha! Here we are. Mention of a series of other books written by Orcus. 4 others, point of fact. Oh, according to my records, the dig team at Caradet may have discovered a number of damaged books on site. Which would you like to know about? Ice, smoke, shadow, or blood? Ice? Let me see. Ah, yes. Light blue tome. It is currently out to loan in the Varric library. We outsourced some restoration work, and Reldo has been working very closely with our team here. A liaison of sorts, due to the source of much of our funding. Still, Reldo has provided a number of useful insights during our collaboration, so it's not been a complete wash. Sounds like I should pay Reldo a visit over at Varric library. Alright, so let's go do that. We've been hanging out with Reldo quite a bit lately. So he's got a book I need. Punch the ground. Alright. Here we go. If my game wants to load, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so I'm assuming we're gonna have to restore these books. That's probably why we need so many materials. 120 like one of those materials right now is like worth 12 grand. So it's the blood of Orcus. Blood of Orcus, and we need like 100 and something of them. That's quite a hefty fee if I were to actually pay for them. Hey, Reldo. Before we get to business, I hear you have access to an Everlight dig site. Fun future endeavors. Why would you need a Dominarian device? Oh, this feels different. Hold on. Before we get to business, I hear you have access to the Everlight dig site. Wonder if you might retrieve a certain artifact from there for me. If you would bring me a restored Dominarian device, I have a magical relic I would give you as payment. Might help you, fund future endeavors. Why would you need a Dominarian device? Oh, come now. You know I like to tinker. The idea of some ahead-of-its-time technology from my old stomping grounds is too intriguing, a mystery to pass up. Keep you in mind. Hello, Reldo. I've been directed to you to retrieve a book from the Archaeology Guild, the Book of Ice, written by someone called Orcus. Do you have it? Getting involved in some necromancy now, are you? Well, I can't say I'm shocked, in spite of what my face might suggest. I hope this is just for academic interest and not some other end-of-the-world thing. Actually, never mind, I don't need to know. But if I were anyone to you, I'd hesitate, but here you go. Mind you, it's seen better days. And need a little restoration first, I'd say. Ah, damaged. Okay, yep. I need to go restore it, and that's what we need all of that stuff for. Oh, I love that. I love that flight teleport. That's so cool. Alright. I wish I could have presets on my, Oh, here we go. I wish I could have presets on my animations. So that if I wanted to have, like, presets for this outfit, the only animations that go with this outfit. Inspect. The Glacianomicon. The Book of Ice details existence of Raziel and exploits in the West. Alright. Oh. Was that my... Yep. Cool. Fantastic. I might be done with my battleships within the next couple days. Welcome! Would you look? Which book would you like to know about? Ice, smoke, shadow, or blood? Smoke. One moment. Aha! Yes. Seems the books of both smoke and blood were checked out by the scholars over at the Wizard's Tower. Guild fought against it, of course, but King Rold was apparently insistent. Something about diplomatic relations. I do so hate politics. Do we have a contact in the Wizard's Tower who checked them out? Not as such. The paperwork names only late Aubrey as the tower's representative in Varrock, who brokered the exchange. Suppose you could just harass the tower's librarians. Alright, let's go to the... So there's 2 books there. Fantastic. I wonder if this quest is listed as long specifically due to having to excavate stuff and collect the materials for restoration if you don't already have them when you start. I know that there are some quests that are labeled like that. And I know that there are also some other quests where they've started to change materials specifically for the quest. So like back the beads. They used to be dropped by the beads that you collect for that one quest, the Mizgog quest. Used to be any old bead. So you could have collected all the beads before the quest started, then you go start the quest and you hand them in and you're done with the quest. You could do the same thing with the skull. Okay. Hello, Wizard Boran. I'd led to believe you were books of smoke and blood are. I've been sent your way to retrieve them. Oh, apologies. I can't just hand out tomes of such power willy-nilly. Can only release those to approved individuals. Approved? By whom? You'll need to talk to Aubrey in the rune shop over in Varrock. He's my liaison to the Archaeology Guild. Quiet in the library, please. Goodbye. Okay, I guess we're going back to Varrock. Wait, did they say that I needed to talk to Aubrey to begin with, and I just didn't pay attention to that? That might have been something that happened, and I was not paying attention. Alright, well, let's head over to Aubrey and see what he's got to say. Okay. Man, I would really love to see all of RuneScape built in the Dragon Wilds, game, or at least in that game engine. Hello, Aubrey. I've been sent your way to retrieve some tomes, the Book of Smoke and Blood. The Archaeology Guild has some very special and urgent research project in the works. Ah, yes, of course. Don't have them here. The last person who checked them out was Wizard Boran over the Wizard's Tower. I will contact him ahead of your visit. Know to expect you. Do you want some runes? No thanks. Wow, that was very great. So I came here, I went to go talk to Boran, to come talk to you, just to go back to talk to Boran again. It's very, very fantastic. That was, very, very worth my time. I guess then again, I probably could have figured that out. I think he said I needed to talk to Aubrey first to begin with, and I was not really paying attention. So I'm gonna get both books here. That seems like what the deal is. So we'll see how that goes. I think after this episode, I am absolutely gonna have to go through the rest of the quest list and make sure that I have all the items necessary to finish all the quests. Just so that I don't randomly stumble across a quest where I have to take an hour and a half during my recording session to go collect items. All right, Boran. Let's, what do you got for me? Aubrey contacted me just now. You're here to collect the Book of Smoke, yes? And the Book of Blood. Here you are. It's seen better days, but I'm sure you can give it a spruce up. Thank you. What about the Book of Blood? I was hoping the book alone would appease you. I don't have the other one. I know, it should be loaned out, but Aubrey's approval. Please don't tell him. Fine, just tell me where the Book of Blood is. Aubrey doesn't need to find out. It was passed along to our colleagues in the Wizards Guild in Yanel. I don't recall who exactly. I'll track it down, don't worry.
Quiet in the library, please.
Quiet in the library, please. Alright, there is a teleport to the Wizards Guild here, I believe. I think I can teleport there from here. Yeah? No, that's the Rune Crafting Guild. Unless that's where I'm going. Where is the Runecrafting Guild? Oh, cool. Have I ever been here before? I don't think I have. Well, this isn't where I need to be. I'm just gonna teleport to Yannel. That works. Okay, here we go. Teleport to Yannel. I love these flapping books. They're so great. I could have sworn there was a teleport straight here from Yannel. Man, Yannel needs an upgrade. Looking at it, it's like, oh, this feels old-fashioned. Man, the upgrades they've been making to some of these locations are fantastic. Let's come here. Yannel looks so RuneScape 2. Alright, how about you? You got what I need? You don't know who here might have a copy of the Book of Blood, do you? Shh, keep your voice down. You'll get Frumsco in your trouble. You're gonna talk to him down in the basement. Okay, thank you. Didn't realize gnomes were interested in magic. Gnomes are interested in everything, lad. Of course. We have a saying, curiosity killed the cat, but cats aren't clever enough to understand what they find. Gnomes are. Hey, some of my friends are cats. I think that says more about you than the cats. Alright, so you in the basement. Frumscone. Do you like my magic zombies? Feel free to kill them. There's plenty more where these came from. Actually, I'm looking to retrieve the Book of the Dead, or the Book of Blood. Oh, yeah, please don't tell Zavistic. You could take it, but I'd get in trouble if you knew I was experimenting with it down here. I won't say anything, I just need the book. It's kind of a bit beaten up. Might want to give it a quick restoration. Okay, thank you. Spoke to the necromancer like you suggested. Please, let's not talk about it. Dissentor and Zavistic would be very annoyed if they found out I sent you into a necromancer. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Nope, I don't need to read that. I need to teleport with it. Alright, if all we have to do is restore these 4 books and that's the end of the quest, then we may finish this a lot quicker than I was expecting. Alright, let's restore the Book of Blood. The Sanguinomicon, I would assume. And then the smoke one would be... Ooh, I don't know the smoke word. The Sanguinomicon. Yeah, I was right. What's this one? The Fuminomicon. Fumes. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so we've got one more left. Welcome! Which would you like to know about? Ice, smoke, shadow, or blood? Shadow. Ah, yes, unfortunately, no copy of the Book of Shadow has been uncovered so far. Only mention of it. Sources suggest a copy was kept within Cardet's vaults, though unfortunately one was stolen, at some point stolen from. Based on the research, the suggestion has found its way into what is now the Caridian Desert. A book of such repute would hopefully have found its way into the hands of a powerful mage, or perhaps a scholar. Well, the city of Menaphos is said to have a library, unrivaled in the world. Perhaps you could pick up a lead there. Alright, I can teleport there. I have a quick teleport that can get me there. Fantastic. Alright. And I will also check to see if the egg is right here. There's a spot that I can check right here to see if there's an egg. And it doesn't look like there is. It's not on the map. Okay, cool. Every time I teleport here, I just go down and check. There's multiple places where those eggs can show up. So I just check that one every time I teleport here. And I got one of them. I believe there's only 2, so I'm technically halfway there. Alright, let's check the library. What do we got? Enjoying being back in the library? It's wonderful to be back against the books. I've caught up so much to reading. Thanks again. Now I can help with anything else. Like, say you're interested in Caridian history. I guess you're not who I'm looking for. Conan the Librarian. Hello, Conan. I don't suppose you have a copy of the Book of Shadow has ever found its way into your esteemed Grand Library, has it? Vile cursed books have had no place in this library. Dark forbidden magic. People shouldn't be messing with. If you ever have such a book found here, well, you can stick it where the sun don't shine. Now don't ask again. Where the sun don't shine. Shh. Okay. In the... okay, hold on. Is that underneath... is it in the... Where the sun don't shine? I don't immediately... I'm gonna have to look this up. What's this quest called? Tomes of the Warlock. Okay. The Book of Shadow. Concealed it downstairs on the sundial. Okay. I would not have guessed that, to be honest. That is not at all what I would have checked. I would have checked the catacombs or whatever. Alright, let's head our way down here. So it's in the sundial? Why would you hide it in the sundial? That's such a weird... Oh, sun. Okay, I get the reference, but... Inspect the sundial. That's such a weird place to put it. Did the music stop? The music did stop. Why is there no music in here? Alright, that's fine. I can hear the water sloshing. That might be too quiet to pick up in the episode, though. It's very quiet. Oh, is it quiet because it's a library? Is that it? Ah, there's a book hidden behind here. Great. Now to restore it. Alright, let's teleport. Fantastic. Alright, last one to restore. Unless there's more. I was gonna check to see how long this quest was on the page, but I did not. Okay, the Book of Shadow. Oh, and I gotta level up. Fantastic. Dragonkin Reliquary. Which one's this called? The Umbranomicron. Umbranomicon. That makes sense also. Alright, here you go. Last book. That's all 4 books. Good job. What are the teams finding so far? I can give you one thing that might be useful. Each of these books contains some strange markings. Symbols we have never seen before. Here, like these. I recognize these. They're necromancy glyphs. I know how to read them, but... I don't know how to read them, but I think I might know someone who does. I'll tell you what. You should take the transcripts of these markings to whoever that person is. We'll leave the books with us, and we'll create a new research project to have a more thorough dive into them. Okay. No need to start that research now, just whenever you'd like to. Nom nom. Thanks for your team's time. I'll head these to the necromancy glyphs transcripts back to my friend Death. He'll know what to do. What? Death? It's just a nickname, not the real Death. No, that would be crazy. Yeah. Great. Alright, that must then be the end of the quest. It said this was a long quest in the thing, but I think that must have 100% just been because of the collecting the items needed to do it. If you didn't know what you needed beforehand, it would have been like it probably would have been like a 4-hour quest. I mean, if you didn't have any of the materials. I already had quite a bit of the materials necessary to finish it. I've made some progress. Dr. Nabanik also didn't know too much about Orcus, but I was able to find some old artifacts to tell me more. Thanks to the Archaeology Guild's research team, I have some transcripts. This does help explain some things. It appears that Orcus has learned of Raziel's existence as the first necromancer. Orcus, having interest in this burgeoning field of magic, sought Raziel out to learn from him. This would suggest that Orcus was in fact the first so-called apprentice of Raziel. This does explain the timings of Raziel's appearances through history. First recollection I have of Raziel being a problem was some 1,000 years after the dates of these transcripts. Interesting. What are the fate of Orcus? The tomes mention he was headed to Raziel's tomb. When they just stop. Why would Raziel have a tomb? I would imagine Raziel would be one to ask about that. As for a tomb, I cannot say. Can't or won't. Raziel was not always a necromancer. He was once a mortal man. His tomb would be far for his earthly remains. I cannot imagine it being of much help to our cause. Why not tell me before now? Did you not reap him? It's not important how he lived or how he died. What matters is what he is now and his interest in you. In fact, these tomes should prove to be a valuable part in our plan to stop him. Orcus did become a powerful necromancer in his time. Unfortunately, I cannot read necromancy glyphs. However, I suspect residents of the Well of Souls could help you parse them. So I should take these transcripts to Ted down in the city of That is an excellent idea. Okay. Well, I thought that would be the end of the quest, but maybe we've got a whole nother branch. Maybe we've got a whole nother branch of the quest to do here. We'll go bring these to Ted. What has Ted got to say? New research available. Nom nom nom. That is so funny. Hey Ted. Oh, I'm gonna be, like, shot up to top view, aren't I? Yep, there it is. Let's turn off that. Hey Ted. Hi Ted. Found these 4 passages written in necromancy glyphs. Can you make any sense of them? Well, I think that oh my god, he looks just like the... He's got the same goggles. I think that incantations. Yeah, let me chuck them in the well. You can use collected knowledge of everyone in it to decipher them. Once deciphered, you might have more learning to do, but we'll get you there, bud. Oh, there we go. Ability to learn 4 ancient necromancy incantations from the Well of Souls. Ooh, okay. Archaeology experience and necromancy experience. So now I can... I don't know which ones are the new ones. I don't think I had all these unlocked just yet. I haven't done a whole lot of combat. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that. But, that was the end of that quest. Fantastic. So what do we have next? Oh my god, there's so little quests left. Remains of the Necrolord. Ghostspeak Amulet and combat equipment. Well, I have that on, so... let's talk to Death and see what we've got to do. All these quests aren't going to be that quick, are they? I mean, some of them have been. They've been very, very fast. I feel you are ready to learn of another former apprentice of Raziel's. Who's next? Lord Yundra, the Necrolords of Daemonheim. Accept quest. The Necrolords are powerful necromancers, and Daemonheim is their laboratory. Lord Yundra once led them, but met his demise in a not-too-distant past. So another dead Raziel apprentice. This doesn't look good for me. This one is different. Yundra did not meet his fate at Raziel's hand. And where is he now, and how can I talk to him? Daemonheim is littered with ghosts, lingering on in that place with unfinished business. I am certain if you talk to some of those listless dead, particularly those wandering around the surface, then you will learn of your Lord Yundra. Yudra. Okay, I'll go talk to some of the ghosts around Daemonheim's entrance. Okay, so I need my ring. Lord Yudra? Yudura. Oh, I misread that like 3 different ways. Yudara. Alright, let's put that away. I'll go grab my ring of kinship, and I can teleport to Daemonheim with that. I'll go talk to some ghosts with my Ghostspeak Amulet. With my Cramulet on. I forgot that I still had that on. But it makes sense, because I hadn't really swapped things out. Wait, is this... This looks different. Have I been here since... Okay. This is a completely different... Where are the ghosts? Are they still... No, they're... Okay, this is drastically different from the last time I... The ghost's just wandering around... Oh, there's an intern. Okay, this has been updated fairly drastically. It's much more obvious a Dragonkin building now. There's Dragonkin stuff all over everything. But the ghosts are not here. Where are the ghosts? Where are the ghosts? Have they moved? Oh, there's one. Listless dead. Oh, they don't show up on the mini-map. That's why I'm not seeing them. Ghost words are strangely unintelligible. You manage to communicate through hand gestures and learn that they have not seen Utera, but they would like to be free to pass on. I'm a conduit to the city of Pass through me, friend, and rest in peace. Joins the souls. Okay, so I need to find one to talk to. Random chicken that I can't fight. Oh, there's listless dead kind of all over the place. Okay. I just need to find one that I can chat with. They are kind of hard to see. Okay. No, it doesn't look like there's any others down here. Alright. And it doesn't look like there's... Yeah, nothing here. Wow. This is... Oh, is that one I can talk to? There we go. Talk to you. Okay, so that's the same dialogue as the other one. So one of these will know information, I guess. I just have to find the right one. Not that one. Okay. This place looks really cool now. Can't talk to that one. Okay. So it looks like they're taking all of the locations with Dragonkin lore and they're updating them to match the new, like, Dragonkin stuff. Because Daemonheim is technically a Dragonkin laboratory. So I guess when they must have updated it at some point and I just hadn't been... Maybe I have been here and I don't remember since it updated. It's been a long time. Okay. Nothing here. Oh, there's another one I can talk to. Do you have information for me? Ah. A hair hanging down in front of my face. Okay. Who encroaches on the domain of the Necrolords? Face me out front if you dare. Okay. So one showed up. I guess I only need to talk to 3 of them. Oh. Lord Utera. How dare you encroach the domain of the Necrolords? The dead here belong to us. I'm not here for the dead, I'm here for you. So another rival necromancer vies to wrest control from us. Actually, I just wanted to learn from you about Raziel. Wait, you bear his mark. So did Raziel abandon us? It's true, I'm his new apprentice, and I'm aware of him. And if you're aware of him, I can definitely learn from you. Very well. Raziel and I are certainly not on friendly terms. He left us here to rot. Here's certainly one lesson I can teach you, however. We'll need something first in exchange. What would you ask of me? As you can see, I'm a ghost, but I wish to rectify this mishap, but I require a body. I'm not snatching any bodies for you. Nothing so prosaic. I needed assistance to recover my own remains. Come, let us venture into the halls below. Okay. Captain Toma's corpse. Ah, the frozen floors. I find their chill comforting. Look around to see what you can find. This one knows something of my demise. Let me just raise it and force it to talk. No, you might have a lesson to teach me, but I won't condone forcing the dead into servitude. If you insist, I'll find another way, and leave you to retrieve your own remains. Self-righteous necromancer, who would have thought? Raziel is really scraping the barrel this age. Perhaps I can head to the underworld and find his person's spirit and ask him there. Now it's my turn to say no. You could search the underworld for numerous lifetimes and may never find his spirit. We continue on here. I'm not waiting for any longer than I have to. Then what? There's another way. I know of an incantation that can temporarily turn this corpse into a conduit to draw back its spirit. That's still forceful. We could ask it if I mind aiding us, objects at any time, and then cut the link and allow it to return. That'd be a fair compromise. I don't like it, but fine. The moment the spirit wants to return, then it returns. Agreed. I shall now cast Speak to Dead on Captain Toma. Who wakes me from my rest? Welcome back, Captain Toma. It is I, your Eudora. And my name is PolarizedMoon. Would you mind please answering some questions for us? We will return you to your rest anytime you wish, and disturb you no more. The rumors are true. A necromancer with care for the dead. Your name is getting around the underworld, PolarizedMoon. I will answer whatever you wish, to the best of my ability. Captain Toma, my mortal form was dispatched by the assassin Moya. Oh! This is from those, the sagas? She had disguised herself as you. I am searching for my remains, but my memory of my own death is lost to me. What information do you have? Moya! So that is who did it for me too. I knew it wasn't, she stole something from me too. I am filled with sadness. Focus, Captain. Where is Moya going? Not really sure. Some of my men have since joined me in death, and I was acting strange low down as the furnished floors. So sorry, I have no information. Please, return me to my rest. No, you must know more. Eudora, cut the link. Remember our deal. Oh, fine. Very well. Thank you, Captain Toma. Be at rest. Fine. We can find another to question on the floors below. Great. Tivius's corpse, Andalus's corpse, and Vengeance's corpse. Vengeance? Why is Vengeance's corpse here? Here's another one. Why am I back here in this nightmare? Was this the other place of dream? Is Vengeance a title? I had a life, a child, I was at peace. Eudora, let the soul rest. Send her back. No, wait, Eudora, that name is familiar. The stories. Oh, this is a she. The ones who think I killed them visit me sometimes. The ones who think you killed them. They attacked us, killed my brother, poisoned me. As I lay there, slowly dying, it came to me. I poured my spite into it and cursed them with my last breath. I did not kill them, it did. Ah, she speaks of a phantom, a desire for revenge manifested. Tell me of these stories you heard. Skaldron's story, Eudora. He died the furnished floors, a storeroom, storage crates, an obelisk. Aha, yes, I remember this room well. Temporary corpse storage, B12, let us go. We're so sorry to disturb your rest. Go, be at peace once more. Okay. Oh, that's Lord Eudora's corpse. Well, it certainly looked better, but those are my remains. Okay, we found you. Now you have held up my side of the bargain, now you. Yes, very well. Though it is not the kind of lesson I can just tell you. Pick me up and I will show you. Carefully gather the skeletal remains of Lord Eudora. Now, let's continue on. Fear no longer, fellow Necrolords. Eudora has returned. Lend me aid to your new sidekick. We have a ritual to perform. Now what? I will teach you a new ritual, one to give you life, even beyond death. Should Raziel ever dispatch of you, you can return and enact revenge. First, gather some ritual supplies. There are candles and various links to the storage room to the west. Then proceed east to the ritual chamber and prepare the ritual. Place my remains at the center and focus on the focus object. Return to me once you have finished. Inks and candles in the room to the west first, then the ritual chamber east of here. Alright, well, either way, that's about all the time we've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night, and we will perform this ritual tomorrow. Bye-bye!